we'll probably see Brady cook at some point. The problem with Fields is always, with Tyrod, is can he stay healthy? And I don't know how many games he gives them, but let's assume Tyrod starts the majority of the remaining games. How many wins do you think the Jets have left the rest of the way?
That's a great question. Let's do the old Mike and the Mad Dog here. And this is really hard with a bad team, right? Like it's always very difficult with a bad team because you have games where they come out and they might surprise you, which, they, in all honesty, should have beat Denver, who's 9-2 right now. I mean, they could have beat the Bucs if they got one stop, who's a solid team in the NFC. But we don't think they're going to beat the Ravens. They'll be heavily, they're going to be big underdogs in that game. The Falcons are a disaster right now.
Kirk Cousins, no Drake London.
Kirk Cousins, who looks all but finished. And Drake London right now is kind of week to week, so he could play in that game. He might not. They still have Bijan and Algier where they can run the ball, and that's a problem for the Jets. Their secondary that was so promising, and yeah, they'll be Ulbrich will be a little bit more, fired up for that game, and the guys will know that and try to want to win one for him. But Falcons defense has started to fall apart. I would call that game a pick, right? By the way, the Falcons are underdogs against the Saints this week. If anybody's doubting this analysis, yeah, they're underdogs against Tyler Shuck. So by 1.5. So let's call that game a pick. Lost the Ravens 50-50 against the Falcons. Dolphins have been playing a lot better, man. They've been playing a lot better now. It's Miami in December at MetLife. They've been playing better, but they weren't great in Madrid against a poor Commanders team. I would probably call that game close to a pick. Pick them. Jacksonville, the Jets will not be favored. Jacksonville just beat the Chargers 35-6. Jets at New Orleans. And then they're home against the Pats and at Buffalo. And Buffalo probably needs that game now because of how things have gone for them this season. So 3 of the 7 games we think they can feasibly win. So let's say they win 2 more games. The Jets win 4 games this year.
I think that's the fair over-under line. 2 games. I think that's a reasonable expectation. And if you're a Jet fan, in my mind, mentally prepare right now to win 2 more games and don't have it ruin your entire winter.